Welcome, everybody. My name is Benjamin Poole, head trader here at verifiedinvesting.com. In today's video, we're going to cover quite a few different commodities. So we're just going to jump right into the charts. Gold is getting a little bit of a hit today. Actually, it's up slightly. However, this downsloping trend line is what's capped price action for quite some time. As you can see, we tried to get above it, never confirmed, and got back below. So even though it is a red bar candle, I guess we are slightly higher on the day. Now, what we're waiting for is price to confirm above this downsloping trend line and then get back above 45.69. Once it can get above that level, then we can start making another push to the upside. If we continue this downtrend, my next level of support is going to be right here at 43.74. This is a lot of price consolidation right in this area. As you can see, we did put in this nice big tail, got back above it, retraced all the way back down to this support level, and then get this nice bid before this continued rollover. So this is telling me that there's going to be a ton of support at 43.74. Let's go ahead and go into Palladium. Palladium, similar price action, downsloping trend line, pivot top here, secondary hit, third hit. Price tried to get above it several times, finally did. It actually confirmed a breakout above this level. And so this is my entry price at 13.49. This is not only a breakout and a retrace to the scene of the crime, but look at all of this support in this area for Palladium. This is my first long level. Doesn't guarantee that this is going to get a bounce, even though it's retraced and caught some support. What I'm looking at, where the next potential downside move could go, 12.54. Right here, you have this low pivot in the charts. High pivot point here. Price got above it, retraced. Did break below it slightly. However, this was just a little tail before this extended move to the upside. So if we do fail to break out or continue this move to the upside off of this 13.49 level, 12.54 is that next level of support, knowing that it could continue to drop a little bit lower. If it does, below $1,100 is where I would re-enter Palladium or dollar cost average all the way down. Eventually, Palladium is going to head higher. My upside target is still this upsloping trend line, pivot low here, secondary hit, third hit. Look at how many times price consolidated on this upsloping trend line, never really confirmed below and then retraced. And so I do anticipate eventually price action to get back to this upsloping trend line. And depending on when it hits, that would be about $1,849, $1,879. Okay, so that's what I have on Palladium. Platinum futures. Similar, downsloping trend line. Not quite a pivot, but this is a opening candle of a red bar candle before this huge sell-off. Taking this pivot top here, secondary hit. This gives us a little bit more information. Price finally confirmed above it. Retraces scene of the crime. This was a great entry point because of a retrace on this downsloping trend line. As you can see, price then got below it and confirmed back below it. The other upsloping trend line we're monitoring, pivot top here, or excuse me, pivot low here, secondary hit, third hit, haven't confirmed below it. And so what we're waiting for is price to decide which direction it's going to move to. It's either going to continue to sell off if we continue below this downsloping trend line. However, if we can recapture this upsloping trend line with confirmation, then all of a sudden we're going to head all the way back up here to 2195, basically 2200. Once we can take out that pivot top in this area, you're looking at an upside move to 2407. I think that based on the triple hit method, 1, 2, third hit, even though we broke below, I do anticipate price action getting back above this level and then taking out this pivot top and heading all the way up to 2407. Another upsloping trend line, pivot low here, secondary hit, third hit. Look at what happened off of a third hit, had this nice move to the upside, came back in and retested it, and then hit it again here. So this shows me that if it does get down a little bit more, this upsloping trend line is going to be a ton of support. And then all of this price consolidation right in this area is going to be additional support. If it does drop a little bit more, this would be an additional long level at 1834. If it does start closing below this upsloping trend line on a daily closing basis, I would look to stop out. And then you have this pivot top here and all this price consolidation at 1500 is where I would look to re-enter the trade. Those of you who are a little bit more aggressive, you have 1700, basically all this consolidation area, and then this low pivot in the charts for platinum if it does drop a little bit more. Silver is catching a little bit of a bid today. Not a huge move. Here's this upsloping trend line, similar to a couple other charts. Pivot low here, secondary hit, third hit, Fourth hit, we finally broke below. Now on silver, we still have this pivot low here, pivot high here, a higher low, a higher high, and now we're putting in a higher low. So what I would like to see is price action to retake this upsloping trend line. If it can do that, then we're going to start pushing higher on silver. For the bulls, you need to take out this $90 level on the chart of silver, and then you have an upside move to 97,300 or 97,300. Okay, that is what I anticipate happening, maybe in the shorter term. Longer term outlook on silver, I do have it breaking the support level at 71.65, and that would be an aggressive long play if we don't recapture this upsloping trend line. My next level of support below that is 66,790. That is going to be another ton of support for the chart of silver. Eventually, long-term outlook, I have this pivot top right here, was resistance. Price then ended up getting above it, hasn't come back and retraced it. So long-term outlook, 53,485 is where I'm looking for a price to eventually get down to on the chart of silver. Right now, I'm short-term bullish. We got to wait and see what price action does. Long-term, I'm bearish on this thing, especially with this break of this upsloping trend line. If we take out these low pivot points, then we're flushing out even more on the chart of silver. Natural gas. Here's the kind of price action that happened. You had this low pivot in the charts at 2.622. Price action got a bounce off this, got rejected, closed below, confirmed. But notice this downsloping trend line right here. It broke out, confirmed above, and then retraces scene of crime. Look at that thing of beauty. And then all of a sudden we recaptured this 2.622 level. And then all of a sudden it got all the way up to this resistance level at 3.055. This is your line in the sand. For the bulls out there, you need price action to get back above, confirm above, take out this high pivot point at 3.132. And then all of a sudden, you're going to see a nice move to the upside, looking at about a target of a 3.5. This is your next level of resistance. On the downside, I'm not getting into this trade yet. I love this level down here. If it does get back down to 2.622, this is where I would enter a swing trade long on the chart of natural gas. Crude light oil, upsloping trend line right here, CL1. Here's where price action got a little bit of support. The more often an upsloping trend line gets hit, the weaker it gets. Even though this would be technically the third hit, if we break below this, we're coming down to 84.18. And this is a great support level on the chart of CL1. Now, we're kind of in a wedge pattern right now. Pivot top here, secondary hit. And I'm going to draw this down just a little bit more, even though it isn't the wick or the high end of the wick on this CL chart. What I'm looking for is how many times it's hit and what price action is done on the downside. So we're creating this low here, a high here, a higher low, but not a higher high. So it doesn't necessarily give us an idea that we're failing to break out of this downsloping trend line, but it also doesn't mean that we're breaking to the downside of this upsloping trend line. So we have to monitor what happens in the next few days. If we break below, confirm, then all of a sudden we're going to get a nice flush out in CL1 or light crude oil futures. If it breaks to the upside on this downsloping trend line, then you're looking at an upside target of around $123.78. Let's go ahead and go into corn futures. Here's the downsloping trend line. Notice price ended up getting above it, confirmed, retraced, got back above it again, retraced again, got back below it. And now we're actually recapturing the price action to the downside on corn futures. Your support level, take this pivot point here, secondary hit, third hit. You're going to get a ton of support if it gets down to 4.516. This is your support level for the corn futures. Not only that is an upsloping trend line, but look at this pivot top right in this area. So if it does drop a little bit more, this is your swing long level. Knowing that if it does close below that on a daily closing basis with confirmation, you could just stop out of the trade. Here's wheat mini futures. Look at this pivot top here, secondary hit, third hit, fourth hit, broke out, retraced. It actually closed back below, but never confirmed below. So now we're on a breakout on wheat futures contract. So if price action does get back into 621.5, This is your long level. Knowing you've got additional support at this upsloping trend line. Pivot low here, secondary hit, third hit. This is your support zone. If it can get right into this crux right here, this is dual confirmation or dual confluence area. This is your long play, especially if you know you got a tight stop out. Any daily closing basis below this upsloping trend line with confirmation, you can just stop out and look for another pivot top right in this area. This is where I would like to go long on wheat mini futures. Last but not least, here's a breakdown of LE, so live cattle futures. Upsloping trend line we monitored the last time. Pivot high here, pivot low here, secondary hit. Price consolidated right on top of it, finally retagged it, and then all of a sudden we broke down. I am actually anticipating price action getting back into 228.575. This area is going to be a ton of support, and so that is where I'd look to go long on lean live cattle futures. On the upside, if we break this upsloping trend line again, recapture it, this would have been a bearish consolidation, a bearish fake out, and then all of a sudden we're heading all the way to this upper end of this upsloping trend line, which now, based on the chart, would be around 263.725. And it really depends on when it hits this upsloping trend line. So a lot of things to watch, a lot of things on the radar. Nothing's really moving substantially with the exception of live cattle. It's getting a nice drawdown. So monitor what's going on in the trades. Wait a couple days before entering trades for it to confirm one direction or another. And that's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you're getting something out of this, I would encourage you to like, follow, subscribe, and then ring that bell so that way you can get notified when these videos go out. And I think that's what I have for you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day. Hopefully this was really helpful for you guys. Take care.